I think that Garter beautifully constructed this story and gave us an opportunity to explore the history of philosophy and taste the initial flavors of so many of these incredible thoughts and concepts that these thinkers gave birth to, that I think Garter is ultimately someone I would love to be friends with, and could only imagine the best of relations with in many ways, despite all the differences in philosophy. And I hope you feel similarly about Garter. My hope has been throughout the course to make you fall in love with philosophy, but it's been also an important thing to me that you come to appreciate the writer, what Garter has gone through in order to give us something that did not exist and really doesn't exist still to this day beyond what Garter contributed, which is an introductory, young adults, children's even in some cases, depending, approach to philosophy. It may be that Plato is right, and you will never really become a philosopher yourself, or at least be able to delve fully into philosophical thinking until you're 40, in which case I'm just short of that, so, crossing my fingers too. But even if it does require age in order to glean the wisdom, in order to really appreciate and understand philosophy at its fullest, there is no reason not to start as early as you possibly can. And even if that start is beyond 40 years old, to be able to understand and appreciate where the things around us have come from, where the ideas and culture and concepts have come from that have trickled down from many of our greatest thinkers over time. It all is, I hope, truly something that you have come to embrace by this point in the course. With that, one huge piece of advice I must give you is to come back to this book again. Not immediately, not necessarily immediately, unless you're entranced with it. But after you've explored a little bit further, taken some of these concepts maybe and played with them some. Maybe you actually go back and you read some of those books that I recommended along the way, or maybe you go head first into the actual philosophical work of these thinkers, their actual original writings. Philosophy is not really possible of doing without reading the original work of the thinkers who wrote those things. For that reason, many of us have to learn multiple languages in order to get at a closer view, hopefully, of what those people were saying. But regardless, whatever you do next, I highly recommend coming back to this. I've told you that I've returned to it 4 or 5 times by now, and it is worth a reread. Perhaps the best fictions and non-fictions in life are really the ones that we have to come back and reread in order to understand them best. With that, we are officially concluding this course. Thank you for this incredible adventure together. I hope you got a lot out of it. I certainly enjoyed it as well. And with any luck, we will be perhaps meeting again or working with each other again in the future. In the meantime, I wish you the very best. Study hard, study well, but more than anything, be open-minded and perceive the world with wonder. Use that faculty. Take care.